What it do, Kaizoku crew? It's your boy, Kaizoku Ice. We are here today to talk about the One Piece trading card game market and why I'm even more bullish than I've ever been, because I was looking at some prices of cards today and honestly, guys, my jaw dropped. I cannot believe some of the prices that we're seeing today, and to be quite honest with you guys, I still think that there's a lot of room to grow. I'm going to go over all of those reasons why, but real quick, if there's a card that you guys want right now, I highly recommend buying it probably within the next couple of months, because I genuinely think in the next 6 months to 1 year, we're about to go crazy. We're going parabolic, all the cards straight to the moon, and I'm very excited. But before I go into any of that, let me make myself a little bit bigger here. Let me go gear 3 real quick. All right, you guys already know what time it is. 1,400 subscriber giveaway. Y'all are crazy. I still genuinely don't understand why I have more than 10 subscribers. It's low-key crazy, but honestly, guys, it really means a lot to me. You guys give me meaning. You guys give me purpose. You guys are my crew, and I will do it all for you. You guys are amazing. So I'll be doing a 1,400 subscriber giveaway for this Shanks drawn by the mangaka of Sakamoto Days. Let's see this thing shine real quick. That ain't bad. So wait till the end of the video. I'll let y'all know how you can win this card. Also, guys, if you guys aren't already following me on Instagram, here's my @ right here. Go ahead and follow me there. I'm going to start getting more active on there, doing more One Piece data, insights, and just overall some fun stuff, maybe some in real life content too. And I'm also doing there's currently a giveaway on there right now, so you guys can enter that too and potentially win 2 cards. I don't know, but yeah, follow me on Instagram. It's going to be a lot of fun. And anyways, let's get into the video here. So why I'm extremely bullish on the One Piece trading card game. So I'm on the wrong tab right now, but I was looking at the Luffy Dodgers promo and my jaw literally dropped. I genuinely cannot believe that this card is currently $590. There has been a confirmed sale right here of almost $600. Guys, that's insane. You guys already know how I feel about this card. I love it. I was expecting this card to be more around the $350 to $450 range. But guys, wow, 600 is honestly, I think that's a little bit too much. And I would not spend $600 on this card. However, that makes me even more just bullish overall, because there's people that's willing to spend $600 on literally a free promo. I understand it was hard to get because you had to go to LA and go to the game and you had to fight other people, but at the end of the day, man, a free promo going for $600, there's literally people that have maybe I can post a picture here, they have 10 cards. That's literally $6,000. That's the used 2010 Toyota Camry. That's insane. But I mean, that just shows how much people love One Piece, and genuinely, I still think that we're early. So, guys, I'm looking here at my eBay purchases. This was way back in 2023. This was in July 30th of 2023. This was the first slab I bought of One Piece. It is a pre-errata Luffy that goes for about $250, or I bought it at $250, and now it's currently around $600 to $700. And in my opinion, it should actually be more like $1,000, but whatever. Basically, guys, I bought this card in July 30th of 2023. The card game had been out for already 7 months, and I was always on the fence of whether or not I wanted to actually put any money into the trading card game, because I'd like to consider myself a pretty frugal person, and I like to spend money on things, but definitely not on cardboard, literally One Piece cardboard. Why would I do that? But I had a crazy thought, and it basically aligns with, what I think about One Piece and what I think others think about One Piece, and then what I think Toei Animation, Shonen Jump, what they're trying to do to promote One Piece. And it just clicked in my head. I was like, oh wow, this is a really untapped market that I genuinely think could go to the moon. And that's why I bought this Luffy for $250. I bought this Japanese Yamato for $100. That was a horrible buy. I don't know why I did that, but at the time I was a noob. I didn't know what to buy. Same thing with this one. I bought this Luffy winner promo for $80. This Hancock for $140. I was probably just a simp for Boa. I got the pre-errata Nami for like 380, which is, you know, pretty good considering that card goes for like $1,000 right now. Pre-errata Law for 200, that's like a $700 card right now. King, Law, all pre-errata, so all very cheap cards, right? And I bought these basically before the live action. So the live action came out right here, August 31st, 2023. When I found out that they were making a live action, it just got an idea in my head. I was like, you know what? Maybe One Piece is a lot bigger than I thought it was. And I already knew that One Piece was big. Obviously, I went to Japan. All my friends like One Piece. People will literally spend thousands of dollars collecting like the actual figurines of One Piece. And I thought to myself, holy moly, like if the live action does well, then what would be the best thing like One Piece wise that would go up? And it was right there in front of me. It was the trading card. So I bought a lot of those cards, you know, for, at the time, in my opinion, like spending even $60 on a card, it didn't make sense in my mind, but I just took a leap of faith. I took my love for One Piece and I said, you know what? Let's put my money where my mouth is and let's just go all in. And I spent, I think, maybe like $1,000 on One Piece cards at the time, and it ended up working out for me, right? So basically, guys, this was back in August, and when I first bought it, that was July, right? Yeah, it was July 30th. And I kind of thought to me, currently right now, I was thinking, you know, we're in July right now. We also are having the live action come out, not in August, but in 2026. It basically dawned on me. I was like, oh, wait, we might be going through the next peak of the One Piece trading card game. Granted, guys, once again, this is all my opinion and not financial advice at all, but things are kind of lining up very nicely, and I was putting the puzzle pieces together in my mind, right? So actually, let me do a little drawing here, right? Let me do paint online. Let's see if that works. I'm a visual learner, and I think you guys might be too. That's why you watch my YouTube videos. But anyway, so let's go. So we're looking at the One Piece trading card game. This is let's do money here, and then we'll do like time here, right? So let's start. This is 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. Let me just take a pause. Let me see. Okay, yeah, you guys can see this. Actually, let me make myself a little bit smaller so y'all can see that. Okay, cool. So basically, this is how I see the One Piece trading card game market as it was at back in 23, and how I expect it to go in the next couple months into 2026. So let's say I don't have any actual like quantitative numbers to give y'all, but let's say it started here. I would say it was like a slow rise up, maybe even like a dip, but then 23 happened, which was the that was the live action, and man, guys, that went like this. It went like this. It went crazy. Everyone was just super euphoric. The market was insane. People wanted as much as they could get. Bandai actually didn't print a lot of stock at all. Like, it was really hard to find Romance Dawn in particular, I remember. So everyone's just trying to get their hands on One Piece, right? So this is where we're at in 2023. It even carried into like 2024. And I'd say the peak of One Piece collecting, or the market in particular, like monetary wise, was probably around like 24, right? And we kind of like plateaued a little bit here, and then I would probably say we went down. Let's say we're like right here, right? We're in midway of 2025. I would say prices are still pretty high. They're a lot higher than obviously in 2022. But guys, I'm genuinely expecting, like, if we reach this peak right here, I don't see any reason why we can't reach that peak again. And I'm expecting in 2026 and onwards, we're going to see the same thing. And let me give y'all some actual like events that happen per year, right? So 2023 here, let's see, 2022 was release. Oh wow, my handwriting is kind of bad. Actually, that's not horrible. So 2022 got the release. 23, this was like right before here. Maybe this was like the live action. And then everything after the live action was just straight euphoria, right? The market went crazy, and we're getting like news. We got we got Egghead, we had One Piece Day, we had different promos released, and it was just a lot of fun. And then slowly, you know, I think the market had to correct itself. We started going down a little bit, even though we had some cool stuff in the anime. Right now we're currently on LBAF, so that's a fun arc in 2025, right? And we have some other cool stuff like the championship series has been going on. We got new promos. We got like the Dodgers promo. We got the BVB promo. We got the Lakers collab, all within this time. And that, in my opinion, was on like the downturn, right? But guys, this is where I think, this hasn't happened yet in 2026, but I would consider this right here. This is like the live action season 2, right? I genuinely think, and granted, this is all speculative, right? If live action season 2 is as good as I think it's going to be, guys, I'm expecting a similar trend from live action season 1 in 2023 for us to go the same way for live action season 2. And there's also things in between that I think are going to make it even more popular. I mean, right? The simple fact that we have 3 major sports teams, Dortmund, soccer collab, right? Lakers basketball collab, Dodgers baseball collab. And in my opinion, that was on like a little bit of a downturn. And the prices are still absolutely insane, right? Who knows what's going to happen in between now and live action season 2, but I think they'd be dumb to not try to promote the heck out of live action season 2. They literally have a new Lego set of live action season 2, right? I'm going to assume like maybe during basketball season, maybe we'll have another Lakers collab in October. Basketball season goes from like October to, let's say, March, right? That's regular season. So maybe in January, the Golden State Warriors have a collab and they drop a new NBA card. I'm literally not even joking. If they drop an NBA X One Piece collab card, I will go bankrupt. It's going to be insane because I'm a hooper myself, guys. Like, peep the form. Yeah, like I'd be hooping and I love One Piece, I love basketball. Anyway, sidetrack. But guys, this is kind of what I'm expecting in the next couple of months / the next year, because if we're following the same trend, and I like to say like these things are cyclical. If we saw such a big boom with live action season 1, that was literally the #1 show. I believe it even beat Squid Games. I believe live action 2 will do more or less the same thing for the One Piece trading card game, right? And let's look here real quick. I wanted to show y'all one thing also. Where is it? Oh, over here. So I was looking at like the peak prices. So in 2023, I bought this Shanks PSA 10 for like 1,100, which is honestly, that's a lot of money. And even right now, it's more or less stayed the same. But if you look at the card sales back in 2024, if you guys don't know this website, it's called 130point.com. You can look at like the history of different prices. That's how I usually get my price references. But you can see this card sold for $2,000 in February of 2024, right? If you're looking at this right here, this is probably around the peak of One Piece. And right, if you bought here, right there, if you bought that Shanks at 1,100 like myself and you sold it at 2,000, that's like $1,000 profit. I mean, I'm genuinely expecting the same thing. So more or less, guys, right now, I would say that we're at like a local bottom right here. We're not the absolute bottom because that's probably around like release time. But I would say, you know, we're in the summertime. Things aren't, it's not that crazy right now. We have OP12 coming out, but genuinely, as you guys know from my videos, like I'm not too excited about that one. But once we get PRB2 and OP13, maybe that's around here, right? And it's going to be part of the slow come up. And then live action season 2 hits, boom, we're going up. I generally don't see a reason why we can't get those prices for even the, like this is Romance Dawn Shanks, the chase hit of the first set. There's no reason why we can't get back to this $2,000 mark right here. Like, to me, it's just like, I'm not promising anything, but to me, it just seems so right for it to go back to those peak prices with everything that's going on, right? We're gonna have more sports collabs. We're gonna have more news on the live action. We're gonna have, you know, Emily Rudd, Inaki Godoy, Makinyu. Like, they're gonna do more promotions for the live action, and I just think that it's a quiet before the storm. Basically, we're sitting here, you know, we're buying what we can. We can call this like, let's go back to my diagram. I low-key like this diagram. Low-key, I ate on this, right? We might be like in the accumulation zone right here. Like the market might lull, you know, right here. Actually, no, that's wrong. This is 2026. We're going crazy, but maybe like right here, the second half of 2025. This is where we can really accumulate the cards that we want. You know, our chase hits, our grails, or even just like regular cards that you think are cool, kind of like the Shanks, right? I genuinely think that after this point, guys, it's gonna be, we got PRB2, we got OP13, we got more collabs, we got live action. Like, the catalysts are there for us to succeed. And yeah, guys, this just made me extremely bullish when I kind of like really looked at it from like a more like macro perspective. Yeah, I'm very excited, guys. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys are excited for the rest of the year. We have some really fun stuff. I already made a video on PRB2 and why I think it's going to be great. We don't even have that much info on OP13 yet, but I will be making a video about 13 soon, and it's gonna be a banger also. That set is also insane. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Before I forget, giveaway for the Shanks. All y'all have to do is comment down below whether or not you think the One Piece trading card game is going to the moon the same way that I think it is. Literally just comment yes, and then this enters you for the giveaway. So anyways, guys, I'm Kaizoku Ice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, but also follow me on Instagram. Last little plug right there. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.